Hello my sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope that this video finds you doing amazing, and I hope each and every one of you are doing very well. Today you guys, I am super excited to be sharing with you some modern farmhouse DIYs, and you guys, these turned out absolutely gorgeous. So let's stop chatting and let's jump right in. Alright friends, so for this first DIY, I have here these two wooden houses. One is slightly smaller than the other one, and you can find these at Dollar Tree. What I'm going to do is I am going to tape them off around the edges because I want to paint the background, and I do want to keep the wood as it is because I do think it's very pretty. So I am going to tape all around the house just as you see here. That way I can give it a nice coating of paint, and I'm going to use the color white, just some basic white paint, and I am going to give it 2 coats, and that seemed to cover it really good. And I am going to make sure that that dries really good because I am going to be placing vinyl on top. So once I get my 2 coatings, I do like to use my hair dryer just so it can speed up that process and I can keep working. And then once you have that nice and painted, I am going to remove that tape, which is the satisfying part. We get to reveal those nice clean edges. And now what I want to do is I want to add a layer of Mod Podge on top of the paint. And this is just going to ensure that when we place down our vinyl, it won't peel up any of the paint, and it just gives a nice layer to protect the paint as well. So I'm going to give a nice layer to both of the houses. And then of course you want to make sure that that layer of Mod Podge is nice and dry, and it doesn't take much time. If you have a heat tool or a hair dryer, you can just speed that process right up. And then once we are done that, what I want to do is I want to take both of the houses and I want to put them together to create one piece. So just as you see them here side by side, I'm gonna put them together. I'm gonna just add wood glue and hot glue, and I'm gonna press them really tightly together. And I'm also going to put a little clip so that way it can press them really tight and it stays really nice and stuck together. And I love this DIY, how it looks with the big house and the smaller house. I think it looks really nice together. But you can definitely use the same size houses if you do find them in Dollar Tree. And then once we have them nice and stuck together, you guys, I am going to start weeding out my vinyl. And I do have 2 little sayings here. It says, "Bless this home and all who enter." And I'm going to put "Bless this home" in one of the houses and "all who enter" in the other one. And then I am just going to place another layer of Mod Podge on top of the wording just to make sure that that doesn't come off and it's really long term. You guys, if you have social media like Instagram, I would love for you to come check me out. I will pop up my handle right here on the screen. You guys, over there I post all sorts of stuff behind the scenes, my family. I post short videos of different DIYs that you may not see here on YouTube, and a whole bunch of fun things. So I hope that you will go check me out if you do have Instagram. And yeah, you guys, so here I am just placing that vinyl down, and I'm just gonna place it, I'm gonna eyeball it and see, try to get it as much in the center as possible. I do like to use the mat to just place the lines really straight on the lines of the mat, and that's how, obviously you can see if your piece is straight enough for you. So once I have both of my vinyls on the houses, I am going to put that layer of Mod Podge as I said, and then I'm going to let that dry really well. And now I just want to decorate it up a little bit, not too much because it is going to be high end and I want it nice and simple. So I'm going to take this baker's twine, and I am going to place it in the rim of the house. I am going to place this brown and white one on the bigger house, and then I'm going to place regular brown jute twine on the smaller one. And I'm just simply taking hot glue and running a line along the rim and just pressing the string down to the edges of the house just like that. And I think that gives it the nice little pop that it needs, and it looks super pretty, and it also covers up any imperfections that may be there from when you painted it. And so once I get that done, I am going to also take some green string, and I am going to place that on the bottom of the both houses, just going across them and hot gluing that down into place as well. because I just want to give it a little bit of some color, and I do want to tie the houses together more. I think it looks way better with that ribbon in the bottom. I don't know why. I think it just makes it look really cute, so I add that. And here is the final look at this DIY, you guys. I really think that this turned out super cute and really high-end looking, and I love the saying to it, and I think it looks really nice, and it makes a nice upgrade to any space in your home. Let me know what you guys think of this DIY. I would love to hear from you. Alright my friends, for the next DIY, I have here 4 of these little palettes that you can get from Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them together to make one whole piece. And I am going to use wood glue and some hot glue to place them all together. And I am going to paint this, but if you just put them together first, then it'll be much easier for you to paint. So I am going to do that, and once it is all one piece, I am going to take some white paint and I am going to give it a nice coating, but I am going to distress it. So I am going to lightly go over it. Well, I'm going to go over it with a heavy distressing, but I'm going to not worry about covering it all the way because I want it to look worn and like it's old and stuff like that. So I am not going to worry about getting it covered too much. And don't forget the edges of it, the top, bottom, and the sides, because you are going to be able to see those. And then once that is done, I am going to take my ruler and my pencil, and I'm just going to mark out some little dots, so that way I know where I want to drill some holes. And I am just going to place 2 dots on each palette, so that way I can put 2 holes on each palette. And I am going to place it on the lower part of this little decor piece, but you can place it anywhere. You can place it in the middle or the top. And then I am going to take these screw in hooks and I'm going to simply screw it in. I do screw one in just to see if it fits correctly. And it is a little bit loose, so I am just going to take a little bit of some hot glue and just place it in there. And that's okay because it just makes it even more, sturdy and strong. So then I go ahead and I drill the rest of my holes out and I screw in all of the other hooks. And I will leave a link to these hooks if you would like to get them for yourself. And this is an awesome DIY because it is functional, and who doesn't love some functional decor? It's not only nice and pretty, but you can actually use it and just organize your space a little bit. And what I am gonna do now is I'm gonna take these little wooden letters that I got from Hobby Lobby. I really love how these look. These look really cool. And I am just going to take out the word kitchen and I'm going to arrange that at the top there of the palette. And I am just going to center it, just eyeballing it, and then I'm going to simply hot glue down each letter into place. And I am going to try my best to not make a mess with the hot glue and not have it seep out too much. So you just want to place a little bit because these are really thin. So I am going to place that and place it down in the center. Now, how nice and adorable is this DIY, you guys? I really love how this turned out. I think it is super great and I love how it looks in my kitchen. And you can hang just a bunch of stuff on there. Let me know what you guys think of this DIY. I really want to hear your thoughts and if you would give this DIY a try. I would really love to hear from you. And if you are liking this video so far, friends, do give this video a big thumbs up. Alright guys, next up I have here this piece of scrap wood and I decided to keep it. It came in a package from something that I got and I decided to keep it because it's a nice piece of wood that I can definitely DIY. And as you can see here, I am just starting to distress it and I am going to give it a nice heavy distressing of this white paint on the front and the back. And then after I get that nice and distressed, I am going to give it a nice coating of Mod Podge just to make sure that that paint is nice and protected. And when you are distressing, you guys, you don't need a lot of paint on your brush. You don't need to dip it in all the way. Just the tip of your brush and then just lightly go over it and you'll get some spots that don't have paint and it looks really nice and worn and distressed. And once you get it to where you like how it looks, then I am going to place that layer of Mod Podge and let that dry. And once again, that layer of Mod Podge is just really going to protect our paint and also make sure when we lay down our vinyl, it's going to stick down really nicely and you won't have any trouble with peeling up any of the extra paint that's on there. So I do suggest laying down that Mod Podge. And then once you have that, I am going to go in with my vinyl and I did cut out Home Sweet Home. And I'm going to weed that out and place that onto my sign. And I am just going to try to place it in the center as much as I can. I am an eyeballer. I just do things and if it looks good, then it looks good. And I just place that down in the center. And then you just want to scratch so that that vinyl can stick to the surface of the wood. And then you just simply peel up your transfer tape and it looks super beautiful. And I am loving how this sign is turning out, you guys. Just from a piece of scrap wood, you can make something look really high end and just like you bought it out of the store. And after that, of course, I am going to go in with another layer of Mod Podge just to protect that vinyl that we just placed down. And then I'm going to let that dry really well. And then all I want to do else to this sign is I want to give it a little bit of something around it. So I decided that some thumbtacks would look really cute on it. So I took 4 and I just placed them into the 4 corners of this sign. And I really love what that did for it. I think it makes it stand out a lot and I really love how it looks. And that is it for this DIY, you guys. So pretty and so simple and I really love how this turned out. And who would think that this was made from a piece of scrap wood? I most certainly wouldn't if I saw this in someone's house. And I just love how simple and just elegant it looks. And you guys, let me know what you think of this DIY. And do let me know which one was your favorite from today. I love to hear your guys' feedback. And if you like today's video, do give it a big thumbs up and do consider hitting that subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of my family. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye.